that interest over time. Now, here's the thing. How does the state get that money? The state doesn't produce wealth. It's a wealth destroyer and a wealth consumer, not, a producer of wealth. So the state, what they leech it from all the private citizens. So, through income tax or Social Security tax or, the inflation tax, exactly. So all these things, that's how, inflation actually hurts the bondholders as well. But, so they're just, it's all really just a shell game, and it's kind of like just wealth extraction from the population, and it destroys the marketplace because over a long period of time, now think about it, if everybody decides to bet on the government and invests all of their capital, all of their monetary wealth with the government, I got these treasuries, and a lot of mutual fund folks do this, and even hedge funds are in treasuries quite a bit. What are they actually doing? They're just sidelining themselves from the market. And if everyone does that, then no one's out there producing wealth. It's just all paper. It's just moving around paper all over the world. And it's not even paper, it's electrons. So that's that's one thing. But I guess another thing is, and a lot of your listeners might actually know, but up until 1933, we had a monetary system. It was fractionally reserved on the gold standard, and I actually don't favor a return to the gold standard because it is a form of fraudulent money, but nevertheless, it did have gold coin until FDR, Roosevelt, confiscated all the people's gold, and it was March and April of 1933. And that was pretty much a bankruptcy of the first bankruptcy of the United States, 1971, under Nixon, when he closed the gold window, where he basically told the foreigners, and American citizens were not allowed to even own gold until 1975, told the foreigners, you guys can't have our gold anymore. That was kind of like the second bankruptcy. And what we have right now kind of going on is just all this debt bubbled up, and eventually the bubble will end. When and how, I don't know. And, I also don't want to let people think that, it's imminent, because this could take a few years to play out. But, long term, by the time our children grow up, there's no freaking way it'll be around. The system will.
Matter of time.
Yeah, the system will go down, and in today's world, it'll actually probably happen. I think it'll actually kind of happen with a ferocity that will just never really have been seen before.
And that's how these things have collapsed in the past. I mean, when you were talking about, a major currency event, and you were naming off other, Argentina and other countries that have went through similar things like this, that is how it happens, And when you were talking about, foreigners losing confidence, people losing confidence in the dollar, the people of America will be the last to lose confidence, because that's how it goes. We won't see the effects. We're within the bubble, so it's hard to see the bubble. Just like all the empires that have collapsed throughout history, the people in the empire were the last to know that their empire was collapsing. It's the same thing, and it is just a matter of time, and it's pretty easy to see that when you actually get out there and read and learn a little bit. Great places, Mises.com. I believe it's .com or .org. I think either one will get you there.
Yeah,
that's the Austrian School of Economics, and if you start reading that, and stuff gets to be a whole lot clearer real fast. But it is a matter of time. I'm like you. I have no idea when. It's amazing the tricks that these people can play, and they can continue to play them for a long time, and it's all a big confidence game, and one day the confidence disappears and it all goes away. But when that day comes is, anybody's guess.